Rod, we have
Right.
to address the elephant in the room, man. 2-9. They coming. They coming and they strong. They coming and they are strong. Boy, oh boy, after that
Woo.
masterpiece that Tua Tagovailoa put on the Lions this past Sunday, we are on the heels of a masterclass of a performance, and Tuanon is letting everybody know, bro. So, how does it feel, man? How does it feel? You are not a part of Tuanon, so let's just go ahead and separate yourself from that. However,
Right.
how does it feel? How does it feel to be a Dolphin fan in this atmosphere, bro? Trust me. And let me just get this in. I haven't seen this many Dolphin jerseys in Publix and Walmart in years, bro. Like I can't walk into a Publix or Walmart without 5 or 6 Dolphin jerseys, bro. It is weird to me. So how does it feel, my boy?
Um, you know what, Herb? I'm just gonna put it to you like this because this is probably the best way to get my point across. Do you know who the Dolphins' worst enemy has been, Herbie, over the last 20 years? It hasn't been the Jets, the Patriots. No, not the Bills. Our mortal enemy, Herbie, our arch nemesis. It's been third and long, Herbie. And for the first time in my life, I'm not Herbie. There were so many times in that game against the Lions, and I'm just gonna, we're gonna preview the Bears game, but I gotta get this out, Herbie. I gotta get this out. Do you know how many times in my life, Herbie, I've watched the Dolphins on third and long, and I just felt like, man, we should just punt this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we were gonna call a bubble screen, or we were gonna call a freaking a run down the middle, or a running back draw, and it was just, bro, there was always this chilling, creepy crawly sensation of dread every time we were on third and long. And I'm watching the game on Sunday, and normally when I watch the games on Sunday, I kind of flip back and forth between red zone. I watched damn near the whole game, Herbie. I can't tell you of a time in my life where the Dolphins had a game where our first punt was in the fourth quarter, like 8 minutes and 28 seconds left. I mean, it was crazy to watch it, Herbie, because I've spent so many years, and there are Dolphins fans who are still complaining. It's just like the audacity. Like, what are you complaining about? Like, bro, like the Dolphins aren't playing. Rest his soul, God rest his soul, Tony Sperano. We're not fist pumping for field goals no more, bro. Like, there was a time in our life where field goal football was our football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived through that, Herbie. I lived through that, dog. So, it's crazy, dog. I'm watching this game, Herbie, and we're down 14-0, and I don't feel like, oh man, like it's basically over
That is.
because
Oh, wait. As a
go ahead.
fan of a football team, that is the best feeling that you can ever have. And all you can do is hope and dream to be a part of a team like that. Like, think about like the apex Peyton Manning coach, bro. We seen them down 20 points. You're like, there's a chance. Think about being a current Kansas City Chiefs fan, bro. We seen them
Right.
down 21, 24 points to another top 5 quarterback, and they won by 25 points in that same game. You know what I'm saying? So to see that type of game and to expect it out of the Dolphins, I'm not gonna get used to it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just not gonna get used to it, bro. That's just the reality of the situation. That's not happening for me. So I mean, enjoy it. It is weird. It's very odd, but hey, this is where we at, bro. And that's
This is
that's
a
all.
weird season in general, Herb. This
Absolutely,
season is
absolutely,
just weird.
absolutely, man. So um, because we do have a packed show though, so I want to go ahead and move the conversation forward though, man. All right,
Yeah.
you guys are playing the Chicago Bears, and based off of what you guys are doing this year, based off of what you guys have been doing all season when Tua is healthy, you would think that's going to be a landslide. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even want to. You look into the next game, right? To me, these are the real test of a football team that's ascending or at that next tier where you don't have an incredible win, you don't have a dominant win, and then lay an egg the next week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, because everything that you work towards would be for naught if you laid an egg against the Chicago Bears. So, in
Right.
this game, how do you feel about this game, bro?
Well, first and foremost, man, I've learned better than to underestimate any team in the NFL. You know what I mean? All these guys are professionals; they get paid, they want to win. And the Dolphins, if you look at the course of the season, the only team that we really put it on, and we didn't even really put it on, our defense was just playing great, was the Patriots. all of our games are close. Like the Dolphins, we were down 14 points to a feisty Lions team. You know what I mean? We got into a slobber knocker with the Steelers of all teams. So I don't expect to go into Chicago and just run away with the game. Like that's not how we played. Even though we played well, the Dolphins always shoot themselves in the foot. Now we'll say this: um, the Cowboys, they ran roughshod over the Bears last week. Like they completely annihilated them. But I got to see a little bit of that game when I switched to red zone. And I got to say this about Chicago, man. I don't know what it is about them, but they know how to stand every game. That defensive coach, their defense, even though they didn't play well against the Cowboys, they actually usually keep them in a lot of their games. But I got to be honest, man. They got a good corner in Jalen Johnson, but outside of him, I mean, what's he gonna do against Tyreek and Waddle? Like, what answer do they have? And their pass rush, is decent, but it's not. They lost Robert Quinn, so they got weaker there. They lost Roquan Smith, so their defense is going to be even weaker. And on the other end, on the other side of the football, the Bears are a weird team in the fact that they have one of the best run blocking offensive lines and arguably the worst passing offensive line. So we just got Bradley Chubb, and we're going to talk about the trade deadline and what that means later. But we're going to be able to get after Justin Fields. Now, in the past, the Dolphins, we historically struggle against guys like Justin Fields. We historically struggle against quarterbacks who can run the ball. It's like it's always been a thorn in our side, dog. Just like other teams' tight ends, bro. We could just never guard another team's tight end. So when it comes down to it, I do think we'll take the victory, but I don't expect Chicago to just lay down for us, especially after the ass kicking they took to the Cowboys, and they're playing hard for Matt Eberflus. So a team like that can be dangerous, and it's a perfect trap game. Third trap game in a row. Third trap
I ain't
game
gonna
in a
lie,
row.
bro. Listen, when y'all were down, what it was 14, y'all was down to 14 to the Lions, right? I'm like, bro, are the Dolphins really about to lay an egg, bro? You know what I'm saying? Against the Lions. Y'all about to lay an egg against the Lions, but y'all pulled through. So, the best thing about it, even if you guys were to go down, you've seen yourself pull yourself out of it, right? Now, you don't want to become that team that's always doing it because it would eventually bite you in the ass, bro. But a little bit
Right.
about this game, man. You guys are a 5-point favorite, and I want to say -210 on the money line, bro. So that is basically Vegas saying you guys should handle business. Like you're a 5-point favorite on the road. Like you should handle business
Right.
or
We'd be
whatever.
a what? A 7, 8 point favorite at home, right? So
I mean, yeah, that's what it'll be, man. Any last words before we go to break though, and get the rest of the show rolling?
I just want to have a word about just defenses, right? Because we didn't get to touch that real quick.
Okay, yeah, for
I
sure.
gotta say, our first half defense against the Lions was atrocious, dog. The penalties the Dolphins have been doing, we got to clean that up. Like we had like 7 penalties, 55 yards. I mean, had
Bro,
like
did
six
did you
declined.
see the video of Mike McDaniels? Was like, bro, fix this shit, bro.
Oh, bro, no, his words were, bro, I need you to fucking fix this. He's like, I need you to get this fucking fixed. And bro, honestly, there's no doubt in my mind that moment right there kept Josh Boyer from allowing a single point in the second half. On top of Lions shooting themselves in the foot here and there. Because bro, the man had that Dahmer vibe to him. Like Mike McDaniel would be a monster, Herbie, if he didn't love football.
I
I'm
can
just gonna
see
tell
that.
people that right now.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that. I can definitely see that.